All right, YouTube, we're going to kick this video off just by me brushing my client's hair. Remember to always put a brush session in when you start to cut your client's hair, because you know what I'm saying, you don't want your guards or your blades to snag while you cutting them. So make sure everything's laid down perfectly before you start a haircut session. All right, you guys, I'm gonna start this haircut out by just cut this hair against the grain with my octane 1.5 blade. You want to go up to that parietal ridge area where it's going to be disconnected at, because you know underneath there is where the fade going to take effect at. But make sure the hair is brushed, and make sure you cut the hair down even before you presumably start on the next step. Alright guys, to make this haircut even easier, I'm going to start putting my first initial guideline in on my Stylecraft Instinct clippers. Now, with these clippers right here, you really don't have to zero gap them just to make the guideline as clean as you want it. Because you know what I'm saying, they did not come zero gap, but you know what I'm saying, I had to zero gap them, but you know, I kind of like under zero gap them. What I mean by that, I didn't make them too sharp. I just made enough so I can be able to make my first initial guideline. But with that being said, make sure everything is neat. And now I'm coming back with my blades open. I'm working in my primary section. The primary section is right there when you open your blades up to make that the second initial guideline. But I'm gonna start working in my primary section just to take that hair stubble off. And you might see me doing the little adjustments. But the only thing I'm doing, I'm just working from closed, open, halfway, and halfway closed. You know, like one notch for being completely closed. But you just always want to use your corners and make sure you brush the client's hair, and you know, everything will fall in place. I'm gonna do a little bit more talking on this side, and you know, I'm gonna fast forward till I get up to the edge up. But I just want to let you guys know, always put that brush session in when you're cutting your client's hair, because you don't want to be cutting your client's hair without brushing the hair. You need to know where your fade is going. So you need, if you find out where your fade is going, you can always take it there. But yeah, let's just enjoy this little part till we get up onto the next section. Now guys, I made it easier for me to blend this line out, because when I first started the haircut process, I started with my 1.5 octane blade going against the grain. Now I have my plastic one guard on with some clothes. Now the only thing I'm doing right now with my plastic guard is going against that 1.5 to, you know what I'm saying, feather that line out so I can come back with the next following step. Coming back with my zero guard, only using the corners. The only thing I'm doing right now is just kind of like feathering that one guard close out. Then I'm gonna come back with the next following step. But I want to just tell you this right here. Always remember to use your corners. Be repetitive in what you do, because you know what I'm saying, if you want that haircut to look good, you got to stay on that one side. And always match one side up with the others, you know what I'm saying, so you can have an even flow throughout the whole haircut. But yeah, let's just get into it and enjoy the rest of this haircut. Last but not least, detail work. Remember to always put that detail work in before you move on to the other side, because you know you want this side to look good. In other words, you don't want to have to come back and correct something that you already did on this side. So before you move forward, make sure one side is good before you continue on the other side. Like I was saying, detail is a must. So always go back with the blades that you started cutting with, because you might see some dark areas that you didn't take off the first time. So remember to always go back with the blades that you started with and start walking the detail part down. And always adjust your guards or blades when needed. All right, YouTube, this side is the same as the other side. Remember to always repeat whatever you did on one side so you can match it up on, the other side. But I'm gonna start out with my blades closed again, make my line neat as possible, and then I'm gonna fall back in with the second initial guideline. But within the second initial guideline, I'm gonna bust that primary section open so I can start, my fade process within that, because I don't want to just jump up with the next guard and then fade my way back down. I usually do that sometimes, but I feel that, this is easier right here. It takes out less time, you'll have more time to get them out the chair. But I have my blades open right now, and I'm going against the grain. The way his hair grew on this side, it grows backwards. So if you notice, if I'm cutting and I kind of like brush his hair backwards like I'm doing now, it makes it easier for the fade to fall into place. And then you want to adjust when needed, because adjusting your blade is the most important part. Using your corners is the most important part. And most definitely brushing the client's hair down as you cut is the most important part. But remember, always check behind your work, be repetitive, and everything will come to light. But yeah, let's just get into this haircut until we get up into the edge up process. Alright guys, we're about to start the edge up process, but you already know what I'm about to say about it. Start in the middle, work your way to whatever side you're standing on. But I want to say this right here, man. I really appreciate you guys for coming out watching my video. I try to make it as simple as possible because, it's easy, man. Cutting hair is very easy. Just take your time and, everything will work out for itself. But I just want to just say I shoot all my videos on my iPhone 15 Pro Max, but I'm kind of like in the stage of trying to learn whether I should shoot majority of my videos in cinematic mode or regular video mode. Now in the cinematic mode, it gives you that blurry background, but when I'm like uploading my videos from a 4K 30 frames per second, it always exported down to 1080, and it give me that some of my videos give me like a pixelated picture. But I'm just working and tweaking my iPhone to see what's the best quality and resolution I should use, because, I want my videos, to stand out just like all other content creators. I just wanted to just add that little part on there. But let's just get back up to the edge up. All right, what I'm going to do right now, I'm trying to center my client right now because, I just want the edge up to pop and, everything just be as even as possible. But remember to always start in the middle and work your way to whatever side is comfortable for you, because you want to make that side more comfortable for the client. So start your line first and work whatever side you feel comfortable on, and just take your time, man. All right, YouTube, this is pretty much the cut. I had to go back behind cameras and, do a little bit more detail work, but I just want to show you guys how far I made it. But This is the cut, and if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. With further ado, it's your boy Black Prince the Barber. Hey, anytime I record a haircut, I'm gonna upload it the same day I cut it. Now, if I have somebody haircut later on, I'm gonna upload it later on. But I just got to get my words together before I start my tutorial. But with that being said, man, it's your boy Black Prince the Barber. You can follow me on TikTok at your TikTok Barber1. May God bless.